What's going on, guys? I'm Zach from the Lumios Post, where we talk about all things Pokemon, and today we will be talking about, well, I'm very excited for this subject. I've been wanting to do this for so long. Today we are finally talking about Ash-Greninja, and specifically what exactly it is. We're explaining everything about it. Now, as you know, Ash-Greninja is activated with something called the Bond Phenomenon. We learned this in the XY&Z series when Ash is kind of going through the process of synchronizing with his Greninja and learning it can take on this new form. But that's not enough for me. Like, yeah, we know it's Bond Phenomenon, but what is the Bond Phenomenon? Well, we actually have our answers now thanks to Pokemon Journeys. So, without further ado, if you don't want Journey spoilers, let's hop out of this video and click the watch later button before you leave so that you can get to it when you've caught up with Journeys. I know that some people prefer to watch the dub and not the English subs, so that's fine. Just, this is gonna spoil some stuff from the dub. Alright, now let's get in with it. So, we know from Pokemon Journeys that the Bond Phenomenon is just aura, and I'm going to explain how with the games, anime, everything. Okay, so first we have to talk about the episode where Ash's Greninja returned, and we kind of learned this without them explicitly telling us, but rather hinting at it. So, in this episode, Ash is training with his Lucario and is wanting his Lucario and him to get stronger and get more connected, and he remembers his bond with his Greninja and decides that Greninja will be a great Pokemon to go find and train with so Lucario can activate this. Now, we then learn that Ash and Lucario connect in this same little, I guess, headspace, that Mind Palace, if you will, for all you Sherlock Holmes fans. It's the same one that him and Greninja always connected in. Whenever you'd see the little water droplet fall, and then they'd be like in this little space together, him and Greninja, him and Lucario do that. So that's actually very interesting. So, not only that, but it shows at one point Ash, Lucario, and Greninja in that space. And, it should be noted this isn't just because of his bond with them, because obviously he's very close to Pikachu, and Pikachu is standing right there, but isn't in that space. He's shown to not be in that space, because it takes more than just having a close bond. That's not what the Bond Phenomenon is. That was a lazy explainer on their part. It is literally aura. So we know that Ash and Lucario are connected because of aura. We know this because in series past, ever since the Lucario Mystery of Mew movie, we know that Ash has this aura, and it's stronger than most people, and that allowed him to connect with the Lucario in the Mystery of Mew movie, connect with the Riolu that came in the Diamond and Pearl saga, the Aura Sphere using Riolu, and connect with his own Riolu. That's actually how the egg hatched, because it felt called to Ash. It could feel his aura just radiating when Ash was having a battle. This even explains how Ash and Lucario are able to, when they kind of sync up in the same way that him and Greninja synced up, Lucario is able to form a giant aura sphere, just filled with aura. And with Greninja was able to form a giant water Shuriken. And we can prove that's aura by another thing, too. Take the water Shuriken move. It's blue because it's made up of water. It is a water Shuriken. Yet, when Greninja uses his super-powered water Shuriken, the famous one from his battle against Alon, it becomes giant and orange. Water isn't orange unless, you're taking really bad care of it or put orange juice or something in it, which, that's a whole nother thing. I doubt Ash is doing that with his Greninja. Maybe Greninja's drinking too much orange juice. Who knows? But I doubt that. It's because this water Shuriken isn't filling up with water. It's filling up with aura. It is surging with energy. That is why it gets so big, and that is why it gets orange. That's also why Lucario's Aura Sphere gets so big, because again, it's filling up with aura. So, that explains also why Froakie felt called to Ash. Froakie went through series and series of trainers, it's explained, and just found that they weren't the right fit for him. But he felt called to Ash. And you could say, well, maybe this is because he, was so daring and rescuing Pikachu from Team Rocket and then later rescuing the Garchomp from that device that Team Rocket put on it. But I don't think that's true because Froakie was watching him from the beginning. Froakie felt called to him in the same way that Ash's Riolu egg felt called to him, and Ash's Riolu then felt called to him, and Riolu's and Lucario in the past have felt called to him. Ash's Greninja having Aura also explains why Greninja and Lucario are connected. They, again, are in that same space together with Ash, that mind space that we'll just keep calling it, and Greninja is even shown to kind of sense Lucario's win against Raihan in the next episode. So, again, they too are connected. We know that all Lucario have the power of Aura. They have a strong Aura, but this isn't common for Greninja. This isn't common for humans to have it as strong as Ash does. So that's why these three are connected. This also explains the in-game Battle Bond ability. Obviously, they had to somehow put Ash-Greninja in the game, but since it's not a Mega Evolution, it's a bond phenomenon. They kind of can't make that the new gimmick because they introduced Ash-Greninja in the games in Sun and Moon, and the gimmick was Z-Crystals that time around, and Greninja was the only Battle Bond form, so they just gave it this ability, Battle Bond. And what I'm proposing is that Battle Bond is just the ability to have Aura. It is a Greninja that has a strong Aura, just like Ash is a human with a strong Aura. You can kind of compare this to Mega Evolution. Think about how Greninja's Aura makes it possible for it to Mega Evolve. So Greninja's Aura is essentially a Mega Stone. Then the bond is what makes it happen. Similar to how in the games it is stated that you have to have a strong bond with your Pokemon to Mega Evolve them. The games propose that if I have a Mega Lucario, or a Lucario that's holding a Lucario Knight, and I have a Keystone, I can't Mega Evolve my Lucario. There has to be a bond there. And so that's what I'm saying, is that Ash's Aura is the Keystone. Ash-Greninja's Aura is the Mega Stone. Their bond is allowing them to take on this bond phenomenon for them. So again, it's not Mega Evolution, but it's very similar to Mega Evolution. You can even kind of relate this to Mega Rayquaza, who is a Pokemon that's capable of Mega Evolution without a Keystone. Just has to have that bond with its trainer. So who knows, maybe the bond phenomenon is actually just some wacky form of Mega Evolution and they just don't understand it yet. There are plenty of things in our human world where we think that it's one thing and then we learn that it's another. I mean, for the longest time, we thought that our whole solar system revolved around Earth. That wasn't the case. So maybe we're seeing a Pokemon version of that. I also want to clarify that Bond is not max friendship. So this is why in the games, right when I get Lucario and the Lucario Knight, I can Mega Evolve it, even though they say I have to have a strong bond. I just got my Lucario. How do we have a strong bond? It's not max friendship. It's a connection. It is that initial feeling of each other. That how Riolu initially felt connected to Ash. How Froakie initially felt connected to Ash. That is what allowed them to later on Greninja take on the form because it also had the aura, and Lucario Mega Evolve because Ash was able to get a Keystone and a Mega Stone. So, yeah, I mean, I think this is absolutely crazy. For the record, I think it would be really cool if they canonized this and gave Ash-Greninja, so Greninjas with the ability Battle Bond, the ability to use Aura Sphere. That would actually be a really neat way to canonize this. But this is just a theory. Be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think that that's all this is that Greninja has a strong aura and Ash has a strong aura and that's why they're able to take on this form? Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to also like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications because we do talk about all things Pokemon here. If we get more information on this, we're going to explain it because I just never felt satisfied with the explanation of Ash-Greninja. Oh, it's the bond phenomenon. That's not enough. I want to know what that is. So, again, like, subscribe, hit the bell. Until next time, I will see all of you later.